Welcome into the TexAgs Rewind. If you want to see if I finished. So, can somebody else describe what happened today?
Okay. Go ahead, Chad.
I was tuning in, as a great listener does, and you got Swope McGee, favorite segment of the day. But it started with, kind of just locker room. Hey, you should either, $1,000, $1,500. And this guy got those jokers up to $3,500. And now we were just seeing history on TexAgs.
Eat a very moist, thick chocolate cake with a whole lot of icing.
That's a lot of icing.
I have 24 minutes from right this second to finish.
This is your full-blown, crap, I forgot a cake, went to Kroger, all the sugar, all of the sugar icing. And
I think I've had more cake in the last hour and a half than I've had in my entire life. Honestly.
This is the cake that you had at the pool birthday party after you had all the Little Caesars.
Anyways, you can go catch it on the Rewind today.
Yeah.
You can go see how this happened.
So at the end of the Rewind, we'll see if I made it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Oh, by the way.
Who made the Rewind?
I don't even freaking know. Scoot over, who was your favorite part of the show?
I think my favorite part of the show was definitely the fan show, always, but also just watching you eat the cake.
Yeah, that sucks.
Was
I feel like
interesting.
That's going to be everybody's. I will say it wasn't like it was. I know you recorded and played it back. Kudos to you having Tre Mason and Trayveon Williams, which, by the way, 7 years in the league is insane.
Good for them.
But your ability to pivot between literally two running backs who played for both teams and be able to pivot the questions like that. That was a fantastic interview.
Very much.
I thought that was done really well.
Very kind of you.
And I believe in you, man. You're going to do this.
Luke, tell the people what's on the Rewind.
Okay, so the Rewind, we may have to make a couple of additions, as in what is about to happen with this potential cake situation. But for a guarantee, you can guarantee that you're going to see Ryan Swope and Stephen McGee, Aaron Torres, that great interview with Trayveon Williams and Tre Mason, and then the fan show. And at the very end of this, don't skip the video. Watch the whole video. You will see what happens with David counting down 22 minutes from this exact moment if he finishes the cake or not.
Where are we at right now? Let's see. I got it. All right. Well, how much have I eaten? 83%?
I think you're 85.
I think I have to take a 7-minute break, though.
Okay. I think that's fair.
Through.
I think it's completely fair.
All right.
Take a lap.
Yeah. Take a break. Check out the Rewind. Thanks.
Here's the things we have going for us. I think Mike Elko's calling defense now. There's difference. You can feel the difference in play calling at Notre Dame.
Watch that.
The stuff that he puts together, I love it. I love chaos. And that dude is going to put together, I promise you, that what I can guarantee is that there will be some looks that will confuse Jackson Arnold in this football game. And I think in those looks, there's going to be opportunities for A&M to get their hands on the football. I firmly believe that. I feel like he's going to give us one. What I get really concerned about, especially early in the football game, is that we've been very soft on the back end. There's a lot of easy completions.
I know.
And it's the dink and dunk where they start to drive out. They're going to, hey, I'm going to take the 6-yard hitch route. I'm going to run the ball, get 4 yards. I'm going to take the 8-yard hitch route. If you're just going to give it to us and be soft on the back end, that's where those long drives are. Yeah. I don't know. Are you worried about 8?
I'm a little nervous. I think, obviously, this game's going to be won at the line of scrimmage. I think if Auburn is able to establish a run game, that will make me nervous. If they start pounding the football and winning at the line of scrimmage, what is that going to do?
Yeah,
it's going to, and then they play action, and they've got two dynamic playmakers in the back end, and it could get bad. But I will say, the flip side, we've got weapons on offense, and so
that's true.
If it becomes a scoring fest, I've got full belief in Marcel. He's been in these big time moments. He's getting more experience. He's getting better week by week. I think KC has a huge game. I think he goes off.
Yeah,
I really do. I think he's due. Mario's been eating, but I think it's his time.
I agree.
And I think he probably $150, 2 TDs. I think he's gonna have a big game.
I think he's genuinely concerned. I don't think you get coach speak from Coach Elko. He tells you what he thinks. He'll answer questions directly. Now, he's not going to tell you game plan information, right? But no, I think he really believes what he says. That has been my, my history with him is everything is pretty straight from the hip. He's going to tell you what he thinks. So I think he's definitely, look, they do have a really good offensive line. They have a really good defensive line. It's going to be a battle for A&M.
It is. First of all, that's the Northeast coming out of Mike Elko. Us Northeast guys. We a Jersey guy knows a Connecticut guy when he sees one, but neither here nor there. So I think those comments just make the game more interesting to me. My initial take is maybe a little bit different than everybody else's, but I don't think it's really strategic as much as just emotionally can Auburn, get back up? Listen, I like Hugh Freeze, but he was still whining about the refereeing on Monday. And then, David, I know it was a bye week. I don't know if you were with the family, whatever. That was I know every SEC game is physical, but that was like some next level stuff. And, I know we talk sometimes about the grind of the SEC and it kind of becomes a caricature of itself, but that was like the cliche game of man, you just finished up with Oklahoma. Now you got to go right to College Station. So to me, that's the biggest X factor. But I did find the Elko comment interesting and maybe an insight into this game could, frankly, be a little bit closer, more competitive, whatever, than maybe I was anticipating.
Man, Auburn was always an interesting one. And I look back at that Auburn experience as something unique because that was my first time being able to get into the end zone as a collegiate athlete, true freshman, game 3. So that was a special moment for sure. But just remember going up against Auburn, man, it was always a dogfight, man, because they always had a great system. They had a great team, great guys that was able to go out there and compete. And still to this day, man, I got some good guys, some good friends, that I played against that was at Auburn. So just continue to do that, man. I hope they go out there and get the dub, man. They're a great team, always been a good team. So kudos to them for sure.
And Tre, I'm looking at your numbers from 2013. You had the go-ahead touchdown against A&M at the very end of that game. Do you remember that? And just some specific moments from that game?
I do, man. Johnny played a great game. I think Mike had 300-something yards. Mike Evans that game. Hall of Famer, Mike.
Yeah, he's absolutely a Hall of Famer. So, Tre, a little bit more on that game. When you're playing against Johnny and Mike at that point, we know how crazy it was in 2012. What was the glitz and glamour behind that game in 2013 after Johnny had won the Heisman?
We just knew that we were going to play a great player that game. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows what Johnny did. He was a great player. He could play at any time. Knew that we had to win that game to further on in the conference.
Trayveon, you want to remind the audience why you picked A&M, how you ended up at Texas A&M?
Man, that's crazy. It's crazy looking back on it, man. I was committed to TCU. I almost went to TCU. I almost was a Horned Frog. But A&M was like, hey, man, we want to host you on an official visit. Just come in. And, let me backtrack. First, it started when Coach Sumlin was the head coach at the time with Clarence McKinney being the running back coach. And I had an in-home visit. And they came to the house, and they were sitting down with me and my parents, and they were saying, they told me what my life was going to go like. They said, you're going to graduate high school early. You're going to come in, compete, get the starting job. And you're going to have a great, successful career here, and that's what's going to happen. And I was like, okay. They end up going to the officials, seeing everything that they had. But the thing about Texas A&M, man, it's just a family environment, man. The traditions at Texas A&M, the culture at Texas A&M is unlike no other. And I'm saying that from a complete bias standpoint. But anybody that goes and experiences any type of A&M culture, they'll see that it's something about Aggie Land that's truly special. And, I was able to experience that. And once you get there, it's hard to leave. So I was extremely excited to be able to be a part of that, and I'm so thankful for what that did to my career.
Hunter, what's on your mind?
Same. So last week I said all we're going to do is just take in the victory, right? We're going to think about all the good things about the Notre Dame game, and we're not going to talk about things that worry us yet. But they have slowly started to creep back in this week, right?
You've been reading the boards, haven't you?
No. I've watched college football every week, and it's just – so as Josh Pate would say, the casuals, right? Preseason, the casuals are like, Auburn sucks. Mississippi State sucks. Those are, chalk those up as W's right now. But college football is not linear, and college football is not static.
Yeah, not transitive either.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I have also not watched every snap of Auburn. But I watched the Baylor game, and I've watched all of the OU game. Singleton, their wide receiver, super impressive. I feel like he's a Craver, KC Concepcion clone. Okay, slot guy, fast. Cam Coleman, if they can give him the ball underthrown or not, it's going to be caught. He's a monster. I like their running back, Jackson Arnold, capable, and he's fast. I mean, he's quick. His legs are very, very fast. Right, so concerning a little bit because our defense and what they've shown this year. Concerned about our third downs, right? Ability to to convert third downs. But all that said, I'm still with y'all. I like this football team. I like Marcel Reed. I like Elko. I still like our defense. I like our players, even without Scooby this week, if Scooby doesn't go. And I agree with you. I mean, it's not going to be 105. It's going to be 90 degrees, 88 degrees, and
It's gonna be a
full Kyle field.
beautiful day to play football.
Half of y'all are going to be in the shade by halftime. So
Be misunderstood by everybody because you're going to be so fucking obsessed and so driven to get there. That's what it takes. When people don't understand you anymore, you're in that spot of obsession and drive. Where people are like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? I don't want to talk to you, man, because you're not going to get it. Every day you wake up, you're going to probably
Don't give her an excuse. Let's go.
lose to significant weight because the mind's going to be fucking with you the whole time.
Nuño crushing it. Oh, you got to go down. Yeah, you got to go down in about a minute here. 30 seconds.
Because you're going to be so fucking obsessed and so driven to get there. That's what it takes. When people don't understand you anymore, you're in that spot.
Had some stuff stuck on the sides. Am I good? Did I do it?
Good.
I did it?
Hey, it's official. I'm right here.
40 seconds left.
We got legal right there.
Yeah, it's done.
Some wings left?
There's some wings out there for you.
Don't ever doubt the Nuño. That's weird to call me the Nuño.
Don't doubt him.
Don't poke the bear, man. We said it. He's the kind of guy that if he says he's going to do something, he does it.
I'm going to do it. Now I'm going to throw up later. No, I'm not, because it costs me money. Thank you, Stephen and Ryan, for funding my date night or my trip to Paris, whatever it is. Thank you so much. I can't even speak. For watching the Rewind and to the socials. Bye.